Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Collar X Malice. And we're still in the detective agency office here, figuring out what we should do, talking about examining the collar. So, let's continue on. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
Wait, but isn't it dangerous? They also said that if they don't like what we're doing, they're gonna kill her. They said they'll kill her if we try to remove it by force. They also said we were free to examine it. Maybe you don't understand the difference.
Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious.
So, what are you talking about? Basically, they were saying, if you think you can find something out, come and try it. It seems like they're quite the confident bunch. The risk factor is too high. As long as we don't have a good idea of the culprit's judgment, we shouldn't do anything reckless. What? It's not like I'll be cracking into anything. If the collar is sending some sort of wireless signal, then I can at least find out what type of signal it is. There's no harm in checking how strong their security is either.
Well, I couldn't keep up with the conversation at all.
If you don't want me to do it, then I won't. I'll just go back to investigating the incidents. Hoshino, I have faith in Sasasuka's skills. How about letting him try this?
It's not dangerous, is it?
The culprit's intention isn't to kill you. As long as you don't go against their conditions, they won't kill you without reason. You know that, right?
Yes.
They said that we could examine it to our heart's content. Just as Sasasuka said, there certainly won't be able to reach them. Then, if we at least get a general idea of how it works, it'll make dealing with them in the future much easier.
His words were quite convincing. If they wanted to kill me, they could do it any time. There must be a reason they haven't done it yet. In that case, we should take advantage of this.
I can't say there's no danger involved at all. If you're scared, I'm not going to force you to do this. Make the decision yourself. I'll wait 10 seconds.
Why 10 seconds? Yeah, what the heck? Why is there a time limit on this?
If you make me wait any longer, I'll decide myself.
A collar containing deadly poison. From the moment somebody put it on my neck, I couldn't relax even for a second. I don't even know when I might get killed. In that case, Sasasuka, please, examine the collar. If possible, without provoking the culprit. I had no clue exactly how he was going to examine it, or even how good he was at what he was doing. But just as Yanagi had said, for the sake of the future, we had to take action now.
Too slow. It's been way over 10 seconds already. Wow, it's rare for you to wait for someone. Oh, there's somebody's life on the line after all. Sasasuka, I'll leave this to you. Gotcha.
Well, he was doing something. I didn't move even an inch. Unsure whether at some point I'd feel the sharp pain again, or whether a miracle would happen and the collar would come off. Finally, the sound of key presses stopped as Sasasuka stopped moving his fingers.
How was it? I more or less get it now. So, in other words, it was a complete failure. If even you couldn't do anything, then that must mean they're pretty good, huh? Seriously? Hey, Takeru, you really didn't find out anything? Shut up. I said I got it, more or less.
So which one is it?
He's being vague because he's frustrated. They're good. If we could afford to risk breaking the collar, I'd be able to get in. But if I do that, she dies. Oh well, now we know that we can't break the security easily, and that in itself is enough of a success, don't you think?
No, not really.
Yeah. There's one more thing. There's no camera in the collar.
So they're only listening to us? They're not actually watching? Unless, I guess they must have a lot of surveillance on us all over the place.
Oh, that's great news. As expected from the genius hacker, Takeru. Shut up, or I'll leak your internet history. No, don't! Please, I beg you, anything but that!
Jeez, what the hell is in his internet history that's that bad? Exactly what kind of porn are you into, Mineo? I don't fully get it, but for the time being, it didn't seem like the collar reacted in any way. Since I didn't feel a rush of pain from the poison, I could relax a little. But seems like even Sasasuka, who's apparently good at computer-related stuff, couldn't get any useful information. So we won't be able to get rid of the collar easily.
No need to be so pessimistic. Given its relation to the X-Day incidents, we'll surely get some clues out of it.
At his reassuring words, I nodded.
Hey, give me your phone.
I instinctively flinched at his words, as he'd somehow managed to get close to me without noticing. My phone? Huh?
Who else is here? Hurry up.
There's 3 other people here. Why?
You should probably listen to Takeru. He seems about ready to snap.
Confused, I looked at Yanagi, and he nodded, as if to say there's no point in arguing.
There's a possibility the culprit did something to it when they knocked you out in Shinjuku Garden.
Finally realizing what they were trying to say, I took my phone out of my pocket. When I did, Sasasuka immediately snatched it away. Come on, dude, you can be a little more delicate here. Wait!
You don't understand anything unless we explain it bit by bit? What a pain.
After saying this, he carried the phone to his desk. Who said I didn't understand stuff? I just didn't want you snatching my phone away. Maybe I'm just stupid, but it also feels like these people haven't been explaining themselves enough. Sasasuka in particular, though since the others seem to agree with him, maybe I was bad at putting things together. Oh, don't let them put you down. Whilst thinking that, I couldn't find any will to argue, so I just quietly watched him work.
Your phone security was full of holes.
With these words, he passed the phone to me, almost throwing it. Watch it, dude! Seriously, man, Takeru, you need some social skills. When I looked at the screen, I noticed he'd installed something that looked like antivirus software. I don't really know how to use it, but it's probably going to prevent the criminal from monitoring my phone.
Even though they didn't mess with it while you were asleep, it's simple enough to get into someone's data remotely. Be more careful.
What he was saying wasn't wrong, but I couldn't bring myself to just nod and smile.
His methods might be crude, but he really is good. Just let it slide for now.
Easy for you to say. Yanagi's follow-up words didn't resonate with me either. I just felt more and more wary of them.
Well then, I'll be getting back to looking into the August incident. Even the culprit wanted us to investigate after all.
So, each one of you is investigating the incidents? How exactly are you...
You're so noisy. How about using that head of yours from time to time, stupid kitten?
What? There's no need to speak like that, is there? No, there isn't.
Oh, and when you get all riled up like this, you do start to look like an angry kitten, though. It seems like everyone's starting to call you that already.
This conversation is going nowhere. Given that they're all capable of investigating the incidents on their own, they must be pretty good at this. But I didn't get the feeling of consideration or cooperation from them. Maybe it's because they don't trust me yet. I only wanted to understand the situation better, though. I looked at Yanagi as if pleading for help. He sighed and began to talk.
Every person here is looking into a different incident, but we have also looked into all of them one by one. I've been investigating the X-Day incidents as a whole. Enomoto is taking care of the April and May incidents. Sasasuka is looking into the August one, and Shiraishi is investigating those that happened in September and October.
September and October? But the culprit of the September incident has passed away, and nothing happened in October at all.
I made a point of calling it a countdown, and then they'd leave October out. I find this very difficult to believe.
To be fair, there were doubts about this within the police as well, but there was a countdown video uploaded in October, but so far nothing resembling the other incidents has been reported. By the way, don't you have to investigate the incidents the police tell you to?
I'm doing my job just fine. The job given to me anyway. Here, I'm not bound by anything or anyone, and I can investigate the way I want to.
Are members of the police allowed to do that?
I've said before, haven't I? Here, I'm not a member of the police. I'm simply a precious member of this group. Stop with the precious. Gives me the creeps. Oh, that's cold.
I don't get it. I still had a lot of doubts, but it seemed like talking to Shiraishi anymore would be pointless. He just continued to deflect every question with pretty words. More importantly, let's focus on the problem right before us. Putting together all the information I'd gathered so far, there seemed to be no doubt that the mastermind behind the current situation was connected to the X-Day incidents. and said mastermind noticed that Yanagi and the others had been looking into the incidents. Because of that, they made the detective agency come into contact with me in order to get them to cooperate with Adonis? The reason why they went as far as to quit the police to investigate these incidents was because their sense of justice was the same as the culprits? But if that's the case, then Shiraishi doesn't fit. Shiraishi said that he'd found the first letter and told Yanagi and the others about it. But isn't it possible that this was all an act? It would have been easy for him to leave the second letter here after all. When I looked at him with suspicion, he suddenly burst out laughing.
You really are easy to read. You are suspecting me of being the culprit, aren't you?
He got me. Well, there's no point in hiding it anyway. In that case, I was a bit scared, but mustering up my courage, I decided to speak my mind. You seem to be having a lot of fun observing my reactions, so I think it's natural for me to suspect you.
That's true. If I were the criminal, I could press the switch in my pocket and poison you right here, right now.
Seeing him narrow his eyes, I instinctively braced myself.
Shiraishi, stop teasing her. She's not your toy. You might say that, but her reactions are just too fun to watch when she gets irritated.
I fell for it completely. I didn't. I decided to ignore Shiraishi's taunts from now on. Thinking that, I turned to Aiji, who began to talk again.
For the time being, this is all the information we can tell you. As the investigation continues, we'll be able to find out more. What are you going to do?
Well, we'll figure out in the next episode because that's all we have for today. Yeah, so I think we've pretty much got everyone's personalities down by this point. We're just still missing one member of the group, which I think will be meeting soon. We'll see. I don't remember exactly what happened during the recordings. I have a terrible memory, as you probably all know anyway, so whatever happens in the next episode happens. So I hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.